Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Henning. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. He's still on his feet, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They'll run on 1st down. Henning. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Daniil Hunter recording his 5th sack of the season.
Right there, they've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Watson off play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss at 10 as multiple defenders get to him. That sack there likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down. And let's see air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Oh, my goodness. Come on, man, with your bullshit already.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that
4,
makes the
please.
score 7-0.
Scored in 4, please.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
The gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Thank you.
This ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. Touchdown!
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. York on now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me,
Come on, get that block, fat ass.
Exact same thing. They're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On first down, Henning.
Ah, come on.
He'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Henning. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
On the left hash mark, there's a 38-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football.
Come on with the bullshit.
Take this back down inside the 20. What's up?
Yeah, you got benched. That church, you got benched, bro. You're on the bench, bro. I don't even know why you out there. Ain't got no time for your bullshit. Madden saving niggas already.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up, it's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
This is intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Come on, bro.
And the Ravens will have solid field
That nigga
position
got 96 speed. Come on with the dumb shit.
5-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one.
Bro, I'm pressing the fucking button. Come on. That's a pick.
Pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Good one.
A big play there.
Good one.
Second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Man out here saving niggas as usual.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson.
Throw the ball away, bro. Throw the ball away, please. Please, throw the ball away.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout.
And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Out of the gun, Watson.
Bro, come on with the dumb shit.
That's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just a simple top pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now it's Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he had a defender right there.
Fucking 96 speed. How the fuck y'all run him?
And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. He hit his first, this one from 38. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead. If they can get points.
Bro, make some fucking blocks, bro. It's open. It's wide open.
A 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw.
This nigga watching my stream. There we go.
Be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Henning. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Henning. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down. Henning.
Come on, bro.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given real-time action. Find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Jackson now.
Thank you.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
Fuck off.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. And remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. A huge play at this point in the game.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's called by the defense for a third down. Just throw the field against the defensive backs in their dime package. And they will go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson.
Catch the ball, baby. Come on.
It's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. No timeouts at their disposal here, so he gets up and spikes it to stop the clock.
Throwing, Jackson.
Come on, man. Come on.
By the tight end, Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Jackson.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
Thank you.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Bitch ass nigga.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So Cleveland able